Welcome back to Yarn as a Second Language. I have a very special treat for you guys. This is the first time that you will meet Miss Nikki. Hello, Miss Nikki. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
So I'm good. For those of you that don't know, actually nobody knows, this is the other half of Yarn as a Second Language. So far you've only seen me, but you will be seeing Miss Nikki quite a bit. And you may or may not like her more. That's yet to be known.
Definitely will.
We'll,
Definitely.
we'll let the people decide that.
The
So
people have spoken.
yeah, we'll see. So welcome, Miss Nikki. And
Thank
yeah, we just got
you.
something different for you guys. We're gonna get away from tutorials and we're just gonna be real. We're just gonna talk. So
Well, I made him get away from tutorials because I'm terrible at it. I do knit. I can crochet technically, but I do not enjoy it at all.
well, I cannot knit at all, so it's a
We
balance.
might change that. We're going to work on that.
That would be good. That would be a good
We're going to
episode.
work on it.
That would be funny. So what do we got on today's agenda?
Yeah. So I thought we'd talk about some works in progress, some finished objects, some stash acquisitions, whatever we've added to our yarn collection, and then just chit chat, whatever.
Okay.
I hope y'all saw that I posted some cookies on Instagram.
Yes, if you
Oatmeal
haven't done so,
raisin.
look at that Instagram page. It is hot right now. And she made some delicious oatmeal raisin cookies.
Oatmeal raisin. Those are my favorite. I know a lot of people like chocolate chip, but oatmeal raisin in the fall, because we've had some nice crisp fall weather lately.
Mm-hmm.
It's been awesome. I've been very snuggly this week.
Would you say that oatmeal raisin cookies are the healthiest cookie?
Is there a healthiest cookie? I mean, I feel like if you're going to eat a cookie, eat a cookie.
That's a t-shirt.
So,
You're gonna eat a cookie.
the healthiest cookie, any cookie that warms your soul is the healthiest cookie. How about that?
Yes.
How about that?
How about that?
I like it. I like it.
Warm your soul. All right, well.
So, you want to go first or me?
I'll go first.
Okay. What are you working on?
I don't have much that I'm working on, but I have decided I'm trying a different stitch. So I'm doing a little hat.
Oh, nice.
A little beanie.
Yes.
And so I don't do, so with this one, it's a lot of front post crochet and back post crochet. I do not do a lot of back post crochet. So it was nice to get back to relearn. Not really relearn because it's not much different than a front post crochet, but just the movement, you know, it's just different movement. So it was cool to get back to it. So this is what I'm making. It's got a cool little pattern.
That's what confuses me about crochet. I don't know. Y'all have posts and fronts and backs and sides. Crochet is very three-dimensional in my mind, and knitting's very, work the stitch as it comes. Y'all make it up as you go.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing here. That's exactly what I was doing here.
So wait, you made that up or is that a pattern?
No, I made this up.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure this isn't the first time someone's made this pattern because it's very simple, but I didn't follow a pattern. You see I did the magic circle with double crochet.
It looks very neat.
Yes, it is very neat. It's very uniform. And then I just did a 2 front post crochets where it's just poking out. And when it dips in, that's my 2 back post crochets.
Nice. What yarn is that?
Good old Red Heart Super Saver.
Red Heart Super Saver.
I tell you what, Red Heart's all right.
A lot of
I'm good with Red Heart.
some. Oh, I'm not going to talk about it this week because it's about this big. But I've started a project with some Red Heart.
I like it. It's good stuff.
It's a workhorse.
It is a workhorse, and it's the right price. But yeah, that's what I'm working on. I really haven't got far. I only put in about 25 minutes worth. So
That's 25 minutes.
yeah, I was flying through it.
Wow.
So, yep, just about 25 minutes. So, and look at this. So I don't ever use stitch markers. I'm using one. I'm
A
just using
paper
but
clip.
I don't, well, I just lost it. I don't think I need it, but I thought I'd give it a try.
That's neat. You know, I've made stitch markers.
Really?
Yeah.
Out of what?
On Instagram, we put it on
You
Instagram.
made
The
that?
bunny one. I mean, I didn't make the bunny, but I made it out of
Oh,
the charm and
oh,
made it into a stitch marker.
okay.
I
So
did some assembling.
I'm on the right track then.
Yeah. I mean, paper clips. Wow.
Yeah. This is
Wow.
gonna be my next stitch marker. Bobby pin.
Technologically advanced you are.
That's really the only thing that I'm working on at the moment.
Yeah.
Um, I have plans on doing quite a few hats since it's fall and winter is shortly behind fall.
Now, are you crocheting for people or just for yourself or
I am going to, I don't do this often. I am going to crochet for people and give them as gifts.
am I getting one?
You act right. We'll see how
And
that goes.
delete. Mm.
We'll see.
I always act right in public.
Yeah.
When there's gifts involved.
Well, then you
So,
have a reason to act right.
mm,
So what are
I
you
can make
working?
my own hat if it's gonna cost all that. Make it myself. It won't be a cool crochet hat, but I made, speaking of like a million hats. So there's a group that I'm in and they're making hats this month. Just to get ahead of the winter months, the colder months for people who may be in need of hats. And I have pledged to make 4 hats. So I have gotten 1, 2, 3 done and 2 more on the needle. So I may have an extra one at the end.
Really?
Yep. So my first hat is I guess I'll talk about the ones I'm working on and then we'll talk about the ones I finished. And I've got a real stitch marker, not a paper clip. So my first hat, actually this is my first hat made I can't say forever, but my first hat this week made out of my own hand-dyed yarn.
Oh,
So I don't know if you can see,
yeah,
it's got sparkles in it.
I see.
It's very kind of unicorny colors. And I
Oh,
didn't intend to do that, but this is, and we're digging into stash acquisition early. This is the Wool Ease,
okay.
and I did hand dye this with Wilton's. I meant to bring that, the Wilton's cake icing dyes, cake
Really?
dyes, icing dyes, and it came out really pretty. So I'm envisioning this for a little girl, you know, maybe with a big white pom-pom on the top or something. And that's coming together really easy. And it's just, a simple made up pattern. I think I cast on some even number of stitches and just kept going. And it's going really quickly. I've got this much left. I might run out of yarn, but I've got some more. I've got some more.
You have more that you hand dye?
Yeah.
Oh,
So I can rob some of that. I thought I measured out enough when I dyed it for this one skein. I'm totally playing yarn chicken and may lose. May lose. So that's the one hat. This is not a pattern anywhere. This is just made up. A 1x1 rib on the bottom and then just stockinette in the round to kind of close it up. And my stitch marker
yeah, let's see
that
that.
I made. Oh,
That was a cupcake.
it's a cupcake.
I see.
I mean, it's no paper clip, but
You'll get there.
It'll do.
Yeah, it'll do.
So that's one project. So that's one hat mostly done. I quit because I was terrified of running out of yarn and I didn't have that balled up.
Right.
So I got lazy. So I moved on to another hat. I totally cast on another hat. Just moved right on. Just kept it going. So the second finished object I have, and I'm throwing things on the floor because I have a chair overflowing with yarny goodness. I cast on, this is a pattern in Ravelry. It's a free pattern, and it's called Twistmas.
Oh, that's another one that made our Instagram page.
Yeah, and this yarn is Lorna's Laces in, I'm looking at my notes because I just forgot it. Lorna's Laces in Irving Park. And I've had this yarn, I used to live in Atlanta, so maybe that long.
Are you serious?
Maybe like 10 years ago. Maybe 10 years. But I've been looking for the perfect pattern.
And you finally found it.
I finally found it.
It looks good.
That looks pretty true to color. And it looks like it's going to be really warm. And I wanted a very slouchy hat. And something easy, but enough to occupy my mind. And I like how these are knit through the back stitches.
Okay.
I like how they pop out on this
I was
pearl
gonna say I like the ribbed look.
Yeah, I like that. So it's very very bright, very fun. I think that'd be a nice little thing to have. My coat is dark blue, so I think this would be cool to have in the winter time for a little bit of color. So this yarn is nice. I should have used it a long time ago. I don't know why I don't, because I think this is one of the first yarns that I got when I went to like a real local yarn store. I bought this at is it Eat Sleep Knit in Atlanta when I lived there, and they super nice people, but I was very intimidated to go into a real yarn store for the first time.
Really?
Yes.
You?
Oh
Why?
yes. Oh yes.
Why?
Because I'm thrifty. I guess that's the way we can say it. And I had read all
What?
these thrifty.
Oh, I thought you said frisky.
Oh,
I was thinking, where's this going?
take a drink. No, you hear all these horror stories about people going in and the salespeople are either very pushy or very, snooty. And I didn't want it to be like that. Eat Sleep Knit in Atlanta, not like that at all. I think they have since moved to somewhere, slightly outside of Atlanta. I think Dallas, Georgia. And I want to go back because they were so nice when I first went in. They were so accommodating, so nice. I'm a browser, so I went in and I kind of made the circuit. And then I made my decision, and this caught my eye, and I was so happy to do business with them that it was just a nice memory to have, and I think that's why I haven't used the yarn. But
Oh, what I'm hearing is road trip. That's what I'm hearing.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I like it.
They're a cool place. They really are. They were really nice to me. So, and that makes me want to go back, and maybe I'll wear my hat when we go. They'll be like, that yarn's 10 years old. So that's my second work in progress. That's 2 of my 4 that I've pledged, and I've only got to do decreases on both of them. So those are going pretty well. I've had a good time knitting those. I have one work in progress that is technically late for its recipient.
Okay.
I have a friend she's having her first baby. And I was so happy to knit a blanket for her that I went into the stash. I pulled out this special yarn that I've been saving. I seem to do that a lot now. Now that I'm talking and hear myself. But I think yarns have to find their own project. They have to get there however they get there. Takes them a while to marinate, maybe. But my friend's having her first baby. She's having a girl. So I had this. Oh, and I forgot to write it down. Babies First. I forget who makes it, but they don't make it anymore, so it doesn't matter. But I had hoarded this yarn from years ago. I'm not going to say how many. It's not 10, but it was something I wanted to do for her new baby. She's starting her family. So technically the knitting is finished. I was so excited. It's a bulky yarn, so it didn't take that long. Technically the knitting is finished. I hate weaving in ends. I hate it. So this has been finished for 3 weeks. And I haven't woven in the end, and the baby shower is tomorrow. But I'm not going to the baby shower because she's trying, it's just her close family. But here is the, and I'll put the pattern up, the link up for Ravelry. It's a free pattern, very well written. And this is so squishy and lovely, and it's big. I
That
mean,
is really nice.
ooh,
That is big.
it is. So I used up all the yarn I had hoarded. And I like to, on my cast off edge, think good thoughts for the baby and the family and things like that. So this is my Samantha's heart blanket for her new edition. The baby won't be here yet, so I've got time. But you saw all those ends, or did I hide them?
No, we
Oh,
saw them.
they're on the end. They're
Yeah.
just dangling, But it's the thought that counts, right?
Well, yes,
I'll
yes.
send her a picture of like this little part right there, like,
Yeah.
oh, your baby blanket's done. It's great. I will pay you to weave in these ends. You
You
want to
don't want
make
to pay
a
me.
nickel an end?
Yeah.
I hate it. This has been finished for so. I'm so embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed
I know.
because, so I want to transition over real quick. I have a friend that had a baby, and I too made a baby blanket.
Yes.
This, here it is right here. It actually is finished. Ugh.
Oh, look at that.
It's a waffle stitch. The baby was born 2.5 years ago. I never sent it. So
The child is cold, freezing
yeah,
to death.
yeah.
He can
So
now ask, "Where is my blanket?"
so don't be embarrassed because I've got you beat.
So why it looks completely finished, like there's
It's
no ends or anything.
no, it's
Why didn't you
completely done.
send it?
Uh, I think I put it in the closet and said, "Don't forget to send that this weekend." And I did not go back into that closet until we got a dog recently.
For 2.5 years.
Yeah. Yep. This is the you picked this out with me. Remember that?
Oh, at Joann's.
Yeah.
I
That's my
remember.
mom.
That's been 2 years.
That's been a long time. Yeah,
Oh.
that's
So
this
are
is
you
what
going to send it to them, or is this going to be for another baby somewhere?
it'll probably be for another baby.
So on my board, I think that blue speck right there
Yeah.
is a brochure for Project Linus. They take baby blankets.
Really? That'd be
Donated
good.
baby blanket.
I'd rather do that.
Yeah,
And then another baby, just make it, custom for the baby.
right. What
That's a
is
good thing.
this that I can't finish the blanket? Like, that's terrible. I don't usually do that. Your baby, I got on time.
I should have brought that down, but he's upstairs sleeping with it, actually. Bed
Oh,
as he's sleeping.
I was on time for that because I knew you'd talk about me if I didn't. If I handed you like this, like, here you go, it's mostly done. Oh, you see my cup?
Yeah, I was looking at that. A unicorn.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
like it. A big cup too.
What you got in that cup?
Never you mind.
That's what I thought. It's supposed to be a family show.
It is. I didn't say what it was. It'd be a totally wholesome drink in there.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Some hot tea, right?
Hmm. Yeah, the most obvious cut. Oh, it's hot tea. Yeah, sure.
Hot. And if people are wondering, oh, Rue is here with me.
Hello, Rue.
Yes.
Hey, Rue.
I just woke her up, so she's probably not too happy.
She does look disoriented.
So,
So
yeah.
what else you got?
I got a couple hats that I've made.
Oh, it's hat season.
It is hat season. So, I like this one.
Oh,
I made,
that's nice.
yep. I made
Look
that
at
a
that.
while
Your
ago.
stitches are so even.
But here's the thing. My wife likes it too, but she wants a pom-pom on top, and I just haven't made one or bought one put on top. So it's just
Why
been sitting.
not?
I just
I'll
forget.
make a pom-pom if you weave in my ends.
Ugh. No deal.
Aw,
Yeah, this was a fun little hat to make. It
that's
was cool.
nice. I like that it's two-toned.
Mm-hmm. So, yep, it's got a little bit of ribs in there.
Mm-hmm.
Then I also got
What yarn was it? That looks
Big
like a big
Twist.
twist.
Big
I was
Twist.
gonna
That's
say.
what that was.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, I think both colors were Big Twist.
Mm-hmm.
So
Is that a Joann's exclusive brand?
I don't know.
I can't say that I've seen it anywhere else.
Now that you're saying that, I don't think I have either.
Hmm.
It might be.
Maybe.
That'd be fun to find out. I've also got this. I like this hat. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, cute. Is that mint and brown?
It is. It's
That's
mint
nice.
and brown, but I messed up uh on my increase.
It's cute.
So it is absolutely humongous.
Put it on. Put it on.
Look at this.
That's the thumbnail right there.
It is huge. Yeah,
You need more hair. You need more hair.
there we go.
Oh, that's much better. That's much.
I've told myself I'm gonna do it again and do it right. And I remember when I was making this, as I was increasing, I was thinking, man, this increase is weird.
A lot going on.
But yeah, this is my first time making that little leaf in
That's
there.
beautiful.
And it was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Uh-huh.
So I just look at that. It's the size of the screen.
I bet you could fit Rue inside there.
Yeah.
Don't put her there. Don't put her in. Oh. Oh, there's there it is. There it is. She's struggling. I can't
Yes.
see.
Poor dog. Yeah.
Oh.
I just got another one. It's the same stitch as the other one. It's just
Hmm.
different colors.
Oh, I like those.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I like that. They look very warm.
It is. I think no, this isn't one of them. Sometimes when I make a hat and I really want to make it nice and thick, I'll just use two strands of yarn at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And it gives a cool little texture and makes it a little thicker, so but I
Mm-hmm.
don't think this one is. So yeah.
Okay.
And
Nice.
again, my wife liked this and she wanted a pom-pom, but
Well, you got to get into the pom-pom game.
I know. I do.
Why
I
are
do
you
want that.
resistant?
I just forget. I'm like, and done. And it's out of my mind.
And we
No,
didn't really have much of a winter last year, so
no, we
there
didn't.
wasn't like a big rush on finishing hats and things like that.
But this year there will be because it's getting cold already.
It is. It's supposed to be 40 next weekend.
Hmm. Yep,
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm like literally ready. I'm like swimming in hats. So all of my finished objects. So that was it for my finished objects, except for the hats I'm getting ready to talk about. I have no more works in progress. That was um, 2 hats. I have 3 hats finished objects. So that's the 2 works in progress are for my last, the 4 of 4 that I was supposed to make, and the
Right.
1 extra. And I'm trying to go oldest to newest. So this one's just a generic hat. This is also dyed with Wilton's icing. This was
That,
cake dyed, so I put it in a cake, threw it in a dye pot, and there we go. Can you tell I've been experimenting with dyeing? This is my COVID project. Just throw things in a pot and see how it comes out.
put that up
So,
again. I like that. That is really nice. If
so
that was pink, I'd rock it.
I'll try a blue for you next. How about that?
Well, anything but pink. I'm not
Oh, you
against
said
pink.
I had to behave to get my hat, though. Wait a minute. You have
Wow.
to make pom-poms to get your hat. You pom-poms for your hat to get, a new hat.
Deal.
Sorry, those are the breaks. And weaving my ends. But anyway,
Uh,
just generic hat. Again, no pattern, personal pattern. Just
I like it.
dyed with the Wiltons.
Okay.
So that's 1. 2 would be this hat, and I'm looking for the name. I can't remember the name. This is like the June hat on Ravelry.
Okay. I like
And
that.
the blue was just some Patton's wool I had from forever ago. But the colors, I dyed that again with the Wilton's icing on some Lion Brand Fisherman's wool. So,
So, question.
yes,
As a complete non-knitter,
yes,
those blue ridges you got going from the rim to the top,
yes.
do you work that in after you
No,
complete? Wow.
no, those are slip stitches.
Okay.
So you slip them on one row and then knit them on the next pass. So they
Oh,
kind of make a ridge all the way up.
nice. That looks good.
I
I
like
see.
that one. And
Yeah.
it kind of breaks, if you have a variegated yarn, something that looks kind of wild and crazy, it kind of breaks all that up because it's got the plain rows in between.
Okay.
So I think it kind of looks kind of neon-y.
I like it.
So no pom-pom, but I'm
I
not
could wear
afraid
that
of
one too, even with
I'm
the
not
pink.
afraid of pom-poms. And then finally, my last hat, I think this one was on Instagram, is
Mhm.
the fallen leaves hat.
People love that one on Instagram.
Oh, I'm so
Love them.
happy. The green is again just some Patton's wool I have, and the leaves are hand dyed with the
All
Wilton
about that
icing
hand
stuff.
dyeing.
It's fun. You should do it.
I'm going to.
I'm really proud of my leaves.
It looks really good.
Really proud. I would put it on, but my hair is wet, so I'm not going to. Oh, look at that. There it is. Action shot. Mm, mm, mm. So those are
Yeah.
my 3 hats. Like I said, whichever one of these I finish first will be the 4th, the end of what I've pledged. But it's been really fun. It's been really fun. Hats are really quick for me. I
Yeah.
can do them. I've been walking and knitting. I don't know if
Really?
that's a real thing. Just simple, simple. I can't do this and walk, but
Walking where? Like outside?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. to multitask. I have a problem, I know, but I
So
have to multitask.
I'm not a knitter, but I know you need both hands to knit.
Yes.
Where's your yarn? Like,
So I have a little bag, like, hold on.
this is interesting.
So I have a little pouch bag.
Uh-huh.
And I bought this at the Dollar Tree,
Uh-huh.
literally $1. And I'll, don't make me put it on. I'll
Okay.
lift it somehow. I know my neighbors think I'm insane. And I'll put the ball of yarn in the pouch. So I'm trying to make it look reasonable. And
Is
I'll
this
walk
a
in
new
there.
thing? Is
Huh?
this what all the cool kids are doing nowadays?
No, nobody cool is doing this. No. No, it's just me. With a dollar store pouch and walking in my neighborhood.
So you can walk and knit.
Uh-huh.
That might be a new thing. Like mall walkers, walk and knit. That might be a new thing.
So if it's, especially something like this where it's just knitting, yeah, I can get a fair bit done.
Hmm.
And it makes me feel so accomplished. I'm like, whew, been knitting, been walking.
Knitting and a workout.
Yeah. No, it's not a strict, I'm not like race walking and knitting.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, I've got a lot done.
I
I
don't think
walk,
I can do
I
that.
knit, and I talk on the phone to my mother.
And you're talking on the phone. Wow. Wow.
Try to
Okay.
feel productive
And are you baking pies too?
while I'm walking and knitting and talking on the phone. Yeah. Baking
With
cookies, oatmeal raisin
right.
cookies, and drinking out of my cup, my massive cup. It's as big as my head.
Yeah, it's big as my hat.
Maybe you've made me a cup cozy.
That's
Maybe
what it
that's
is.
what it is.
I made you a cozy for your cup. Here you go.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll put a strap on it. I'll put some yarn on it and knit and walk with it.
So a couple weeks ago, we had posted a video on doing a half double crochet stitch. And I
Yes.
made this little swatch.
Yes.
And it was really just for the thumbnail, just to show people what it looked like.
Yes.
And I kind of just tossed it on the kitchen table or whatever.
Yes.
This has been a hit with my 13-week puppy
Yes.
and my 4-year-old child. This has been a fetch toy.
They both love it.
They both love it. Like, look, she's looking at it right now. She is wanting this. This has been a fetch toy.
Uh-huh.
This has been in the bathtub as a play toy for my kid.
Uh-huh.
It has gone to daycare. This has
Wait,
been.
he had to take it to daycare.
Yeah. Usually
Okay.
he sleeps with it. He takes it to stores.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Is this made out of like fairy yarn or something?
It must be. It's kind of like, what, catnip?
Hey,
Kidnip?
you're raising that kid right if he's
Yeah.
attached to yarn like
Look
this.
at this.
Look at her.
They both love it.
What is happening?
I have no idea why they love this thing.
Oh
Yeah.
my. It's magical.
They love it. And they don't tear it up. So my kid destroys everything. The dog is starting to teeth a little bit, so she chews everything. But this has remained intact and looking good.
I see.
Yeah.
What yarn is this that calms children and dogs alike?
Red Heart Super Saver.
Red Heart Super Saver. You need to contact the Red Heart people and say, look.
Well, I wish I could show you. She just took it and ran off. Because I've been hiding it all day so I could show you. So I guess they've been looking for it.
You've crocheted so much love into it, they can't let it go.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
That's amazing.
It's ridiculous.
So are they attracted or attached to any other of your other crochet projects?
No, no. I did a magic circle thing, and that thing's just sitting on the same spot where that was.
They don't
Um,
care.
it's purple yarn, and they were just like, eh. They love that blue half double crochet swatch. They
So now
love.
you have to make another one to see if it's
I will.
the yarn or just that particular swatch.
I will. I will.
So weird.
If I had my hook, I'd do it right now.
Don't do it. Your child will wake up.
Yeah. We don't want that.
So what else do I have? I have, okay, not yarn related. Sorry. So I sent you a picture of my charcoal soap.
Yes, I saw it.
So I make soap. I've made soap for, I calculated this out the other day. I've been making soap for like 15 years.
Oh, wow.
So I haven't unmolded it yet, but I've just been carrying it around like it is my child. So, because it smells good. And I can't wait to unmold it and see how it goes. But
All
I'll
right.
just give you a sneak peek on the side here because it's going to be beautiful and fabulous.
Oh,
Look at that.
nice.
The bottom, I didn't really get that much, but
Right. Uh-huh. Nice. There it is. So what's it smell like?
rosemary and lavender.
Ah, a classic. Two classics.
Heavy on the lavender.
Okay.
So my father will be so excited.
Cool.
So maybe tomorrow I'll get to unmold it and cut it. Like this is a weapon.
It looks like a hunk of soap.
So that's something else I've really been enjoying in quarantine here. I told my mom that I'm maybe the only, well, one of the only people in the nation who can dye yarn, make soap, knit while walking,
Yeah.
and I've been sewing face
Yeah.
masks. There's one here on the
Nice.
side. I was just that, but and I didn't have to leave the house for any of the ingredients for any of these things.
You are well supplied then.
I didn't have to leave the house. That's kind of frightening.
Well, when you buy things and don't use them for 10 years, yeah,
Hey,
you're gonna have a heck
rude.
of a stash.
Hey. I'm not gonna talk about that. Let's talk about something else. What else do I have? I did go shopping when things relaxed around here a little bit more. There's a Joann's really close to my house, so same Joann's you go to. But I did acquire some things. You've already seen my like fairy unicorn yarn. And that was dyed out of everything I bought was from Joann's. That was from the Woolies, the Lion Brand Woolies, sparkly sparkles, somewhat sparkles. So I got two of those extra to play with. I'm trying to stock up. Most people are stocking up on like beans and rice and staples. I went and bought extra yarn. From the since we're talking about the Lion Brand Woolies, I did buy dye this. Sorry, technical difficulties.
Yeah. Internet just busted out on me.
Princeton's fault. So you just didn't want to witness my fabulousness yarn dyeing experiment.
Right. I got jealous, so I left.
Calm yourself. So again, Joann's had a good sale on. They had 20% off everything I bought, and this was already on sale. So I think I got each of these skeins for like $3 a piece, and I've been using them. Yeah, for my, and they're sparkly, for my dye experiment. So this is probably a pretty long color change, but it's a kind of a pastel rainbow.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna use that for, but I'm gonna use it. It won't be 10 years. And it's surprising. It won't be. This is because I can't. I've added to this, so I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to use it. It's surprisingly snuggly and squishy.
Okay. Cool.
Surprisingly, so I may have a rainbow cowl maybe for winter.
A what?
A cowl.
Oh, a cowl.
Oh, I have one over there, but it's too far. So we'll see. So that was the Lion Brand Woolies, and it dyes kind of pastel-y. I was going for darker colors, but I like this. I like it.
Looks good.
So what's next? I didn't go crazy in Joann's. Like I said, I don't think I spent $20, and I got like 4 or 5 skeins of yarn. I got some Patton's Croy socks in just like this cream color because I want to dye my own Christmas socks.
Ooh.
I'm not really a sock knitter. I have knit socks. I didn't think it was terribly hard. Everybody, when you start knitting, says, oh, socks, you know, you got to do the heel and Kitchener the toe and do all these great things. I knit it and I thought, you know, it's not that bad. So I really want some like red and green and kind of leave some of this pale beige for Christmas socks for myself. Maybe I should have said at the beginning, I'm a very selfish knitter besides these baby blankets.
Well, I mean,
I just don't want people making requests and thinking that's really gonna happen, you know. So
you know, I don't think I have ever made socks. I don't think I've ever crocheted socks before.
I think maybe
I've done
we
like.
could do that in November.
Ooh.
You will be done. I said November because I like to wear them for Christmas. You'll be done like in 20 minutes.
Probably. If I can find a good pattern, yeah.
But I'm going to say you have to add pom-poms to yours so you won't be finished.
No.
You won't ever finish them. You're like, well, I won, but and mine count even if my ends aren't woven in.
Right.
So the last thing I got at Joann's on super sale, they had all Lion Brand wool, Lion Brand yarns on sale for 25% off, and I had a coupon that was 20% off of sale items or whatever. So again, these were like $3.74 a skein, and I just love the colors. This is Lion Brand Mani Petty. And then they're 50 grams, 219 yards, which is 200 meters, and 75% superwash wool, 25% polyamide. Look at those colors.
That's nice, especially for socks.
It's every color, just about. So
Yeah.
I've needed some COVID rainbows. So I've dyed my own rainbows. I've bought some COVID rainbows. I've just needed some kind of brightness and light. But these fit the bill. I walked up on it and I said, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. That's what happened. So that was my mini haul at Joann's. That was like the first time I went out somewhere that was not the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I was a little overwhelmed, truthfully. Most people were doing well. We have a city ordinance for masks in public, I believe, still in place. And most people were doing very well. Very, very well.
Yeah.
There. So once I was in my yarny element, I kind of calmed down and it was nice.
Yarny element.
I'm like Edward Scissorhands with yarn. Can you say that on YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, I should
Oh,
alternate them. So
it's ridiculous.
just saying. So that's all I bought. That's not that. I mean, I know there's a big discussion in the fiber community about accessibility on price and the kind of snobbery there is between big box stores and indie dyers. Some people, not the people that I follow or pay attention to, but I think everybody should just get what makes you happy. Like this really made me happy, and it was
Yeah.
less than $4, and I enjoyed it, and I think it's going to be good knitting time for me, good relaxation time for me, good quality time, and I really want the item I'm going to have with these, but I do have some indie dyed yarn. I do have some more expensive yarn. I joke and say I don't knit for people, but I've knit your son, the Cashmere Kid. I've knit him
Yes.
a hat that from a fairly expensive skein of yarn because I wanted to support the yarn store. That was kind of vacation yarn for me, and it was for a special gift. You know, I knew I was going to make a couple of hats out of it, and it was it was a splurge purchase, but I get just as much enjoyment out of going to Joann's and just picking up some things right there close to my house as I do with browsing some of the more popular independent dyers and suppliers.
Right. Wow.
So ain't no yarn shame in my game. Put that on a shirt.
Another t-shirt. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's all I bought. Have you bought anything?
I have not bought anything since last year.
Yeah.
I really haven't.
We're going to cover that whole little basket. Those are all my dyeing experiments, so cover that up right there.
No, I mean last year I went and bought a bunch of yarn and I just never went back.
Yeah.
But I haven't been doing anything either till recently, so.
Yeah. Well, pom-poms take up a lot of yarn. Just.
But I do plan on going back soon and then doing like a mini haul.
Yeah. Oh, I do have one more thing I bought. Sorry. Again, bargain shopping in the vein of my sock knitting. Tuesday morning gets craft supplies in. And
Really?
I went to Tuesday morning recently, and they had these boy double-pointed knitting needle sock set. And there are 4 sets of needles in here for socks, sock size. And let me see. Oh, I'm glad I'm wearing my glasses, but I've got old eyes. There's a 1.5 millimeter, 1.75 millimeter, a 2 millimeter, and a 2.25, millimeter. There's 4 needles in each set for here. And I got all of, you want to play guess the price?
Sure.
So there's one, I thought I flashed you there's 4 set, no, there's 5 needles in each set, sorry. There's 4 sets of 5, 20 pieces in here.
So without knowing how much an average knitting needle costs,
Yes.
I'm gonna say $10.
Remember I said Tuesday morning.
Yeah, that means nothing to me.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I've been there twice, and
okay.
I think only once I've been inside the store.
Okay.
I'm gonna say $12.
Incorrect.
Am I too high?
$3.99.
Really?
Yes. The price is still on there.
Well, how much is the average pair of needles?
Way more than $3.99. These are just straight steel. I think they're steel aluminum knitting needles. So that would be interesting to look up the price on one. I would say one set would be at least $4.
Wow.
So in here I got 4 sets.
Right.
So
Cool.
I did
Good
pick that
find.
up at Tuesday morning. So I'm looking forward to dyeing my Christmas sock yarn and knitting them up.
Okay.
And in this race that I am most definitely going to lose in the sock yarn, the sock knitting up, sock working up race between crochet
You
and knitting, I
you
don't
will
care.
lose. You will lose.
I don't care. I care. I really care. I do care. I do. I do. So that is all I've bought. So again, I probably got all of this. I might be a little over 20 with the addition of the knitting needles, but $25 for the whole time of COVID, I'm okay with
Right.
it. I'm good with it.
You know, I think that's good for people to know because you don't have to break the bank to,
No,
get you a good little stash of yarn to hold you over for a while.
yeah.
There's
And some
there's
people
really
don't have any stash.
right. Right. Yeah. Yep.
That's not me. Will never be me.
It's usually me.
It is
You
you. You are
usually
a
it is.
minimalist kind of
Yeah. I just go get what I
crafter.
need and that's
Yeah.
all.
And it amazes me. I think when we shopped for that baby blanket, you were getting like, I just need this. And I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. I just need this. And yeah, I do
You
need a
were
bigger
done in
needle.
like 8 minutes.
Yeah. Yep. And I remember I had to buy a bigger needle because I didn't have a needle big enough for this thick yarn.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I was thinking, well, I could use what I got. And I had like a 5 millimeter that you would usually use for, a
That
4 weight.
sounds insane for that yarn.
But in my mind, I was thinking, I can make it work.
Make it work.
But I'm glad I spent the $2 and bought me that one big needle.
Your hook.
In my hook,
Uh,
yeah.
did it make your hands hurt? Did you try it with a smaller hook?
I did. It didn't work at all.
Hmm.
At all.
Amazing how that didn't work out for you.
It's amazing.
Meanwhile, I don't know if you can see it. You see all my
Oh, I see it.
needles?
Yeah. My goodness.
That's not. So some of them I need options.
Well, I think I only have like 4 or 5 different sizes.
That's the difference between you being a family man and me being, I have my
Uh,
own craft room.
yeah,
So
that would be nice. That would be nice. That'd be
even
nice.
though you can't see around me,
Hmm.
you don't want to.
It's an
There's a lot of
explosion of.
craft chaos.
I was gonna say it's explosion of craft, isn't it?
It is. It is. And I see another project over there with the ends not woven in.
Well,
Judging me
cool.
from the corner.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So that's all I got. That's a lot. It won't be like this next week. Hopefully, I will have some finished objects, completely
Yeah.
finished, ends woven in.
Yeah.
I may have to get the blanket in the mail before we record again, but I'll be sure to take a picture.
Yeah. Yeah. Take some pictures. You got to prove that you did knit in the ends or
I'll just tape
weave it
them
in.
in. I've got this tape here. Pay no attention. Before the baby's 2.5, I'll have it done.
Yeah. You know what though? That blue thing you got up there, what is it called? Where you can send my hats?
Oh, the Project Linus
Will they
for the
accept
blankets.
that was for blankets.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Perfect then.
They do not accept pom-pomless hats.
Of course not. Who would?
Nobody. Nobody.
Ugh, we don't want that. That's ugly. Not finished.
So what you got for chit chat? I think I've talked enough. Or I can keep talking. I've got some books I'm reading.
What are you reading?
So I've got 3 books. One of them is a craft book, actually. I picked this up. So there's a triad of places that I go around when I get out in the world. The Dollar Tree, Joann's, and Tuesday Morning are in that triad sometimes.
Yeah.
So the 3 stores is about as much as I could do on a shopping trip. It's too people-y out there. So I come back, I go, I get what I need, I do my recon, and I come back. But I did, from the Dollar Tree, I love the Dollar Tree. I did pick up a craft book, and I saw that they did have some other craft books available this week, but I think I already had one of them, so I just moved on. So this book, Me and My Sewing Adventure, an Intermediate Guide. So I'm not a good sewer, seamstress, crafter on the sewing machine at all. I can do straight lines, and that's about it. So I'm trying to up my sewing skills. So I thought this is a good little read, especially for $1. Who's the author? Kate Haxel. So I'm interested to see what kind of techniques I can pick up to kind of up my sewing game. So that will be interesting. And it's a very pretty book. And, you know, I don't want to show the whole thing, but they've got a lot of, like, I don't know what a bound seam is, but hopefully I will get to learn about that.
Cool.
So that's the one thing. And for not light reading, I'm Still Here, Black Dignity in a World Made for Whiteness. And I forgot to take the Target sticker off, but I did get it at Target. Target is on my list. By Austin Channing Brown. And it's very interesting. I'm not very far in, but I've enjoyed it. It's interesting. It's one of those books you pick up and you start. She's got a very expressive voice, and I picked it up and I was like, yep, I've heard that. I've done, you know, it's a very experiential book. So I'm enjoying that.
So that book, while you're knitting and talking to your mom and baking cookies, are you also reading a book?
I'm trying, but I can't figure it out. I need one more hand. One more hand. There are some people who knit and read like print books. I can't do that.
Really?
They have some sort of propping system, but I can't do that.
I don't think I could do that.
But I do listen to audiobooks.
Yeah.
So if I'm walking, knitting, and listening to my audiobook, does that count as 3 things?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it to you.
Like, I'm just trying to, I guess, relax myself to death, I guess. So just do all the things all the time. And the last, last thing I have to share is something I'm super enjoying because I got the chance to see him in person. It is The Cooking Gene by Michael W. Twitty. It is amazing. He is amazing. He is a food historian, and he's more specifically an African American food historian, cultural historian. And he came to town, and I got to see him. And he's so funny. He autographed my book. Me and my mother went. He's funny. He's articulate, and it's so interesting to. He talks about the roots of a lot of these foods that we ate growing up and we prepared and our grandparents ate and that were handed down and not necessarily attributed it to African American cooking. A lot of Southern cooking we have has its roots in Africa. And he's kind of tracing those roots back and talking about his own experience to explore the people and the culture and the foods that have been handed down and modified and changed and switched back and shared with other cultures. So I am really enjoying this, really, really, really enjoying it. And there are also some recipes in here, but I haven't made any. Maybe that's another challenge. So
That sounds really cool.
that's what I got.
When was he in town?
Sometime in February.
This year?
Mm.
Oh, cool.
So, yep. So very nice young man.
Cool.
It's very nice. People are so smart. Like, he is so smart.
Some people.
I mean, not me. My talent is walking and knitting in my driveway. Not very fast on knitting or walking, but I'm practicing. Like, there's going to be an award at the end. Like, yes.
Your reward is your oatmeal raisin cookies you've got waiting in your oven.
Like, Princeton teases me and says that I, have a fresh baked pie in the window every day. I haven't made any pie. There's a pumpkin shortage.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I think they said that the pumpkin crop, the squash crop or whatever, was really bad this year in places. Or they can't get it canned or something. But
really?
I can't find any. I hope this doesn't create like a panic. Like, there's a pumpkin panic.
Pumpkin panic.
I feel so bad. Pumpkin panic. People are crying in the street. But I'm definitely going to go somewhere and buy me a frozen pumpkin pie so I can have one just in case.
Yep.
For the holidays.
Yeah.
But this might mean no pumpkin bread this year.
No, I think you'll make it happen. You'll make it happen somehow.
I've got my feelers out. I've got my people looking.
There you go.
So,
Yep.
I would be devastated with no pumpkin bread.
Yeah, we all would. So.
Getting time.
Well, I'm not reading anything extra cool like that, and I don't have it with me. But I am still reading that book you got me, Jennifer Lopez's book in Spanish.
From the Dollar Tree.
From the Dollar Tree. I am halfway through it, and it's taken me forever because there's a lot of, not really words, there's a lot of idioms, I guess, that just don't translate into English.
Mm-hmm.
So something that means like it was I don't know, a starry night on stage, something like that. In English, it translates as the stage had stars and the ground was lit or something like that, And I'm like, what does that even mean? So it's taken me quite a while to get through that book, but
that's the hard part of any language, right? The idioms and the colloquialisms and things like that.
Yeah. Yep. It absolutely is, because we have a lot of sayings that just don't make any sense to, people who don't speak the language.
Mm-hmm.
Or really even, I'm not from the South and I moved here. Even within the same language, there are phrases that I don't understand.
So what's a phrase that you didn't understand before you moved here? That you've never heard, maybe?
The very first day, this is literally off the interstate of Illinois, or from Illinois to Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
I stopped at a convenience store, and the lady asked me would I like a Poke for the drinks that I had bought.
I don't know what that is. What state were you in? Tennessee?
I was in Knoxville, Tennessee. And
really?
She said, would you like a Poke? I bought like 3 Sprites or whatever. And she said, would you like a Poke for that? And I was like, just like that, a Poke? A Poke is a bag.
A bag. See, I've heard a pig and a poke.
There you go.
But I didn't know people really said that.
Yep.
I think you were probably still in Kentucky.
No, I'm pretty sure I was in Knoxville.
Okay. Not sure.
Why are you ripping on Kentucky?
I'm just saying, you just hadn't made it to Tennessee.
Oh.
I'm just saying, maybe that's something they say in Kentucky that we just don't have.
No, what was another one? One thing that my first day at my job, my coworker, as we were leaving, I said, well, all right, have a good evening. She said, you too, be careful. And where I'm from, when you say be careful, I was like, well, hold on.
What's
You're threatening
happening?
me. Yeah,
Are you
that to
threatening me? Really?
yes, be
Wasn't
careful
that
for
a
what?
thing like on one of the American Idols or something that one of the
It
contestants from down
was
south said that?
Randy. Somebody said
Okay.
that to them, and Randy didn't know what that meant.
Mm-hmm.
But I had no idea, and I took it just like he did. I thought it was like a threat. Like, what do you mean, be careful? You gonna do something? What are you talking about? Yeah.
Did I say
So
that to, oh, you had been here a while when I met you.
yeah. It was several years before
But I
that.
do say that. I realize I say that to my parents all the time. Like, Mom,
I
be
hear the
careful. I do say that. Interesting. Princeton. So, be careful was a thing.
be careful.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything that I say that I think people would be confused by or just not used to, not being from the South. I've lived in the South my whole life. Um, I,
I have not.
it shows. I do say y'all.
Yeah, that's a given. You expect to hear that in the South.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I've been here so long, I just don't even recognize, those little things anymore.
Well, I want you to know when I say be careful, I mean be careful.
I better watch my back. I know.
I'm plotting on you. Well, that's all I've got. You got anything else?
No, I think I'm good.
Anything upcoming? So you're gonna
I'm gonna look forward to our little sock challenge in November, you said?
sure. Be
That gives me
careful.
yeah. That gives me a chance to go to the store and get some good yarn just for sock making.
Again, I'm
So I look
going
forward to
to
that.
hopefully dye my own.
Well, I am too then.
Oh
I am too. Yep, and I'm going to record it so people can get a great laugh out of it.
my goodness. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
that'd be fun.
Well, you don't have to. I don't know how to make. How much yarn crochet socks take. So.
I don't measure, I just go.
That's a shirt.
Measure once, cut twice.
Go back to the store.
Right. So cool. I think that about wraps it up.
I think so. This has been fun.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again.
Yep. I've got to spend now an hour cleaning up my craft room. Tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Not today. Not today. Tomorrow, I'll put my hand down. I'm going to try to weave in those ends
Yeah,
as
okay.
the actual time of the baby shower will be tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll get some Instagram proof on that, maybe.
Yeah, we'll need it. The people want to know.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
all right. You want to wrap it up?
Yep. Well, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you for watching. I think Miss Rue is knocked out somewhere.
She's got that swatch cuddled up.
Look at her.
Oh.
Curled up.
Oh.
Curled up. So yeah, this was fun. We'll have to do it again.
Yep.
So
Make those pom-poms.
Yeah, I'll get the pom-poms and just make sure, be careful.
Be careful. It's a crazy yarny world out there.
Yes. All right, cool. Well, thanks for
All right.
watching, and be looking out for another video very soon.
Thanks.
See ya.